All right, we're looking at section 5.5. This is the last section dealing with lines and linear things, the basics anyway. So we're going to look at the horizontal vertical lines and when to tell when you have a horizontal and vertical line. So for our horizontal lines, anytime you have a y equals, we're going to have a horizontal line. All right, so if you look here, anytime you have a y equals, that's a horizontal line. So even on the bottom of the sheet here, number 1 and number 4 are both y equals. So anytime y equals a number, and then there's no x, all right, there's no x, it's just y equals a number. All right, so right here, y equals a number, horizontal line going through the y-axis. So plot the point at 1, I have a horizontal line going through 1. So that means no matter what my x value is, whether it's -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, my y's are always going to be 1. All right, so to find the slope of that, if I did that using 2 points, but right here, just looking at it, flat line, 0 fun, remember, 0 fun is going to be 0. So my m will always equal 0. But we can test this theory using 2 points. So -1, 1 is my first, and then from here 0, 1, 0, 1. And if I use my y2 minus y1, so 1 minus 1, that's 0. 0 minus -1, that's -1. 0 over anything is always just 0. Okay, so horizontal lines, the slope is 0. Right here I got y equals -3. So at the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, I'm plotting my point, and it's a horizontal line going through the y-axis at -3. 0 fun, flat slope, this slope's going to be 0. So no matter what I choose, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, it's always going to be -3 for the y. All right, so horizontal line. Horizontal lines are in the form of y equals, and they have 0 slope. Okay? Now, if we come over to vertical lines, right, if we have ourselves vertical lines up here, right, we have our x equals. So vertical lines going up and down is when we have x equals. So all of these down here are my vertical lines. All right, x equals a number and nothing else. That's going to be a vertical line. Okay, so right here, a vertical line going through 2, I'm on the x-axis. It's going through the x-axis at 2. So there's my vertical line there. So that means no matter what I have, my 2, the x is always going to be 2, 2, 2. So it doesn't matter what y is, if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the x value will always be 2. So would you ever want to go skiing down a slope like this, a cliff? No, you would die. So those types of slopes are not allowed. Vertical slopes are not allowed. So in this case, it's called undefined. M is undefined. All right, and that's just a 0 through it with a line through it. So if I use 2 points, 2, 0, and then 2, 1, 2, 1, and if I found the slope, it'd be 1 minus 0, which is just 1, and then 2 minus 2, which is 0. You cannot divide by 0. This is undefined, not allowed. All right, so that slope, vertical slopes, undefined, not allowed. Now same here, here's our instance of x equals -4. So I'm going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at x, -4 here, I can draw my vertical line. So you just got to remember that x equals is the vertical line at that number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the slope, again, is going to be undefined. Undefined. Okay, so x is going to equal -4 no matter what the y is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so vertical lines are in the form of x equals, and vertical lines have no or undefined slope. Okay, undefined slope. No slope or undefined slope. So right here, it's a y equals, this is going to be horizontal. All right, horizontal. X equals vertical. X equals vertical slope. And then y equals is going to be a horizontal slope going through 0. All right, so you're going to have some practice on the back here, marking the slope if it's horizontal or vertical, and then telling you what the slope is. So like right here, I'll do one with you. Y equals 2. Y equals is horizontal. So I'm going to write horizontal here. And then graph it. Y equals 2. Horizontal at 2 going through the y-axis at 2. All right. And then since it's horizontal, my slope will be 0. Okay. So your slope's going to be either 0 or undefined. Either going to be horizontal or vertical, and then you got to graph it. So if you're stuck, you're not sure, call me over. I'll walk it through with you again. And you just got a little bit of practice, and you're done with 5.5. Make sure your Math Excel is done for Chapter 5, Section 5. All right, take care.